Hey guys, Dashing Dylan here, just getting ready for the big old Tournament of Champions. It is going to be featuring a couple of the greatest GameCube games, and it got me thinking, what are the best GameCube games ever? See, when I was 14, the Wii was just new and the GameCube was starting to get out, but I had like the one system that was behind the current system, but I enjoyed the GameCube thoroughly. Here are my top 10 favorite GameCube games. Now, number 10 was Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. I like this game because it had a great innovative and it was fun to play, especially with the fact that you could play Quidditch. I mean, honestly, Harry Potter, that's your geek on, man. You could throw the quaffle and get the snitch and everything. I mean, I can only imagine if they revamp that game for the new systems nowadays. It would be awesome, I admit. Now, number 9 is a two-parter. That's right, two. I will honestly say that the Tony Hawk Underground games were probably the best in the series. If you want to argue about that, please prove to me. Because you could throw tomatoes, do missions, get off your board, drive a car, do spray paint. There was just so many things that you could do in these two games. And it was a great series. I really hope and pray that there's a Tony Hawk Underground 3. It was such a good game that I've played it on multiple platforms that it had. I think it was for all three of the platforms at the time. Now, number 8 is probably one of my favorite movie games of all time. It is called Enter the Matrix. Now, what was special about this game is it actually showed movie clips of the movie. Like, it had the actors who played these characters in this game. The interesting part about the GameCube version was it was 2 discs, so at a certain point you had to stop and put in the second disc for the rest of the game. I really enjoyed this game thoroughly. It was one of my favorite games. I love the gun aspect. I liked that you could slow things down and just beat the crap out of people. It was a great idea for at the time. Just think what they could do today. Number 7 is a Dark Horse game. Like, not a lot of people played this game, but I really enjoyed it myself. It was called Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. In it, you played a guy who just went through a farm life. Like, you were just a young adult and then you grow up and you just, own a farm. You can expand your farm, you can do fishing. I mean, you was pretty much like your own person, like a Sims game, just with a farming aspect. I really enjoyed it because you could put a lot of time into it. You could you could just honestly look at the clock and it'd be 1 a.m. and then next thing you know, it's 7 o'clock and you have to go to work. But this game was really time consuming. It lasted a long time, but if you put in the effort, it was worth beating it. Trust me. And you get a horse eventually. Now, number 6, I know this was on a lot of platforms, but it was a really cool game. I liked NBA Street. I liked the fact that you could do tricks, get points, do the dunks, all this. It was such a good sports game that I love doing the game breakers where you could just, do a special move and then you could get so many points and then your opponent goes down a couple points. It was a fun, cool game. Now, the sequel was pretty cool as well, but like I said, the original, always the best. Now, number 5 is probably, I'm just going to group these all together. Number 5 is the Mario sports games like tennis and golf and Superstar Sluggers. Now, what's special about Superstar Sluggers is it was a new concept for the GameCube. I mean, it just had a lot of good ideas. It was like Mario with baseball. I mean, nowadays there's soccer. I think it covers all sports. I don't know if football's been invented yet, but I like these games because they had a fun aspect of it. Playing golf or playing tennis with your favorite Mario characters was a great fun time. Now, number 4 is the 2 Legend of Zelda games that were pretty much on the GameCube, which was Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I liked Wind Waker because a lot of people don't really care for it, but I liked it because of the aspect that it had a good idea of Link in a boat, traveling around, and yes, it was cartoony, but it had a lot of fun to it. You could do a lot of stuff. Now, Twilight Princess, probably besides Ocarina, is my favorite Zelda of all time. You could turn into a wolf That was pretty awesome. Like, it had a great idea, had a temple based on the fact that you had to turn into a wolf and just be at that temple. I like those games because they had a great idea. Zelda, I mean, you can't go wrong. That's one of the Nintendo's iconic characters besides Mario. I mean, it is so fun to play those games and get whatever items that they provide in those games. Now, number 3, 2, and 1 are what I like to call the Holy Trinity. Like, if you had a GameCube, you probably wanted these games. And if you have a GameCube now, you probably are trying to like search eBay to find these games because they are so rare. Number 3 is my favorite Mario Kart of all time. It is Mario Kart Double Dash. Yes, that's right. The one where you could switch characters, have power-ups, and get all these fun races. Especially, probably had my favorite track, which was Baby Park. It was 7 laps of pure heck. I mean, can you imagine like trying to circle that when you have Bowser's big green shell special hitting you every time? It was a great game. I highly recommend it. It is worth about $80 now, but if you have your copy, keep it because it is so worth it, and it is worth it to go back and play some retro. Now, number 2 and 1 were hard to pick which one. Now, number 2, in my opinion, it was Super Smash Bros. Melee. Arguably, probably the best Smash of all time. Why? Because it just had a buttload of characters, fun stages, cool atmospheres. I love the adventure mode. I like just everything about this game. My favorite character was Roy. I liked his swords and just his sword slash attack where you charge up and just pew, and just send them flying. It was a great game. I mean, just keep going with the building of the characters. I mean, seriously, they had Mewtwo. Mewtwo is probably one of the coolest characters to get. Now, number 1, probably the best Mario game in a lot of people's opinions. It is Mario Sunshine. That's right. The game with the water gun jetpack. A lot of people don't like this game, but I loved it. I loved the fact that everything about this game. It had cool levels. It had cool ideas. I mean, I love this one level where you had to clean an eel's teeth to get a star. The stars look cool. The ending where you had to fight Bowser in the jacuzzi was just amazing. So, if you are interested in watching our tournament, it's going to be filmed soon, and it will be put on my channel, Rocky Rambles. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you like the top 10. If you have any ideas, please like and subscribe and comment about what I should do next with top 10s or my next Smash video. Thank you guys, and have a great day. Dashing Dylan signing off.